day, for truly it is the most thrilling tale of David and Goliath's famous fray. We begin our journey in God's place, Israel, which celebrates its new year, with golden dancers to make our hearts race, not knowing the Philistines drew near. Israel was blessed among the nations, for they were a people formed by God's hand, unaware during their celebrations that darkness was descending on their land.
the blood flow as rivers to the sea. Let the name Goliath and death be said, uttered in one breath to all who foresee.
They rose as demons from shadows within. Through death and destruction they did lay waste. All those who stood against them perished therein, as they cried for King Saul's aid to make haste. Goliath and the Philistines called out for Israel to send its only sons, and so they marched to their death, no doubt, to protect their land from wicked ones.
Israel, who dost thou send to death first? Lo, behold, whose spirit I shall foretake. The strongest of Israel who fate curse, which Israel's providence shall awake. Warrior, thy flesh I shall devour, but pray tell thy sleeping God to take heed, to witness his shackled children cower after the last of Israel shall plead. Run, little soldier, and do tell thy king that Goliath and his men are coming. Tell all you see to watch for death's sting, and to listen for the beat of death's drumming.
King Saul and his nobles, concealed from sight, protected by glittering walls of gold, refused to risk their lives against the might of those who possess strength so much untold.
My lord, our armies have failed. I fear there is nothing to do but to weep for all those lost and for all those failed. For our one God has abandoned his sheep.
Fear not, subjects, for surely there must be one who will battle Goliath and our foes. For I am far too great to be undone, but perhaps a soldier for their repose.
O my king, I have come to speak with thou. For although I'm a mere shepherd boy, I've been called by God to make this vow. For Goliath I'm meant to destroy.
But pray tell, servant, who shall follow thee, to burn in the never-quenching fire, one who boldly speaks to God's decree, but who shall go alone to the pride.
But as King Saul spoke, there cracked the thrall. For as water flows out, so came the men, as if God had called them to defend the small, and follow young David into death's den.
My king, I shall give my sword to David.
My king, I shall give my sword to David.
My king, I shall give my sword to David.
My king, I shall give my sword to David.
And so those innocent souls journeyed forth, fearing 'twas into perpetual night, clutching to their God's promise made thenceforth, that those who believed would be spared from smite. Hearken to the pounding of the horsemen, for death and his shadows arrive forthwith. Foul souls transfigure its clay as when blood of the innocent stains the sith. God's sheep tread through the land of deepest night, as Abraham once did in Mount Moriah, for covenants formed in blood could incite the notice of the omnipotent eye. And so those meant to bear witness amassed, King of the Philistines, conceit's true emblem, King Saul, first of Israel, but not last, both insatiable till all's requiem.
Israel, my champion versus thine. For victor shall enslave the defeated. Thy land's fate and this battle shall entwine. I call Goliath to be completed.
Philistines, thy strength is worn as thy shield, but ours flows in us as blood through our veins. Yahweh safeguards his people through death's field, so I call forth David to break our chains.
sent to challenge me? To face famine, pestilence, war, and death? Oh, surely thy God has abandoned thee. But fear not, I shall be quick with thy breath. But as you stand, little one, remember, because of thy failure against my might, thy people shall burn as dying ember, and perhaps it was thy God did ignite.
Though I walk through valley of death's shadow, I fear no evil, for God's staff and rod, they protect me and comfort me. Thus foreshadows that you, Goliath, shall kneel before God.
And thus both champions faced in disgust, one pure of heart and a tool in God's aim, the other driven by hate and bloodlust, neither knowing 'twas foretold all the same.
David, David, David!
David's triumph over Goliath's might foreshadows the victory to transpire. For as David was the tool to God's might, so was Christ's birth to conquer death's fire. And on this day we celebrate Christ's birth. Remember tiny David and his men. For surely it's faith which protects our earth and renews our soul time and again. And so our story has ended, a tale where impossible becomes true. We hope your new year is surely splendid. Oh yes, and of course, as always, thank you.